Perhaps the most requested video on my channel is that how to speak in English or how to improve your English at home without taking any kind of professional help from any online coaches or offline coaches or anything. So yeah, today I'm going to make a video and I'm going to share all the things that I did to improve my English. So yeah, let's get into today's video. And for those of you who are new to my channel, this is Aradhana. Welcome to my channel. And here I talk about mainly English literature books and UGC NET exams. So yeah, if you're related to any of these fields, then you can subscribe my channel. Now let's get into today's video. So I have not made actually a lot of script or anything. I've written down though a little bit of things to talk about in this video. So I would try to keep this video very short. And I'm going to just talk about a few problems that people get in the process of speaking in English, because there are a few problems that if you eradicate, you are going to speak in English very fluently. It's not going to take a lot of your time. If you are here, I am assuming that you know and you understand English. That is, if somebody is saying something, you understand everything, you comprehend everything. But when it comes to talking, you get a problem. Maybe you stammer, or you do, you fumble a lot, these kinds of things. One thing I'm going to tell you is that after you watch this video, go to my first video, the first video that I uploaded on this channel. I am fumbling a lot in that video. I'm stammering, and it seems like I'm thinking a lot while speaking in English. All of those things. Okay, at that point in time, that is 2 years ago, I was just starting to speak in English. I mean, the whole and soul, the purpose of this channel was that I wanted to speak in English and I wanted to get into practice in speaking in English, and I didn't had anybody to practice it with. Okay, so what I did was that I said I'm gonna make videos on just all the books that I'm going to read. I'm going to blabber about them. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to just talk in a video, and I'm going to edit it a little bit and I'm going to upload it. That's all I wanted to do, and that's how I got into improving my English. And it has changed very much, because if you watch my first video and you watch my second and third and fourth, fifth, when you come to the 100th video that I've uploaded on this channel, you will get to know the kind of differences that I've got. And still I watch my older videos, or like videos from a couple of months before that, what are the problems that I still have while I speak. Okay, so I think this is how you should also work on yourself. You can record yourself speaking English, because I don't think so any of you are really nil when it comes to speaking in English. You know the words, you know vocabulary, you have basic knowledge of everything, and you have sentence structures in your mind. You just cannot deliver them. That is the problem. So that will only come from practice. So the first thing is that you have to practice no matter what. Now I'm going to tell you how you need to practice and how are the some of the things that you need to work on in order to practice. Number one is that you have to start thinking in English. You don't have to first think about it in Hindi and then you have to translate it in your mind and then you are going to say it out loud. No, you don't have to do that. Think in English. For that, you have to consume a lot of content in English, be it in reading or like watching movies, songs, or anything. That's what I did. I started consuming English content, so much, like vastly. I started consuming English content, be it songs or anything. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. I just listen to her song all the time, and at that point in time I did not like English music, like at all. I did not like English music, but I started listening to a few songs. And interesting story is that my sister used to go to these English speaking classes, and they used to tell all of these things in her classes. Okay, so she used to tell us that they have they made us listen to this song or this and that, and I used to apply all of those things when I started speaking English, so that made a lot of difference. See, the thing is that we are in an Indian environment. English is not our first language, and very less amount of people in our society and in our families speak in English. And that was the same problem with me. Okay, I didn't had anybody to practice English with, or I never did those kinds of things that I'm going to talk in English with my friends, because I don't have a lot of friends actually, and I never did that actually. Even though it was kind of a need, but I never got into that. So I started speaking with myself, self talk. Do a lot of self-talk. When you are thinking about something, try to think about it in English. I started writing reviews at that point in time in my Instagram. By the way, if you have not followed me on Instagram, you can do that. Link will be in the description, and handle will be here somewhere. So yeah, I started writing reviews. Write, because when you write, you get to express yourself. And the whole and soul purpose of the language, of any language, is that you need to express yourself. You should have the ability to express yourself through those words in that language. Okay, and that is all you need to know to speak in English. You don't have to impress someone by your English, and nobody is getting impressed by your English. Nobody is going to give you a job just because you speak good English. No, it's a very basic skill, and you need to have this skill. It is a useful skill, I'm not saying that, but it does not define your intelligence, first of all. Okay, so stop thinking about that, and nobody cares. Like, if you are afraid of that judgment, just let go of that judgment. Even if I fumble here, okay, just imagine in my first video, if somebody would have commented that why you speak in English if you cannot speak in English, I don't care now. At this point in time, I don't care if I'm even not using correct English. Even native speakers make mistakes. I mean, you and I are speaking in Hindi since we were born, okay, but still we sometimes make mistakes. It happens. So the thing is that you have to let go of that fear of judgment, that somebody is going to say, oh, you are not speaking correct English or something like that. It does not matter. Actually, we have just made that fear in our minds like very prominent, but it is not very, very important. People don't care about other people. That's the basic thing. Somebody might say that, but like, how stupid you have to be to judge someone on the basis of the fact that they can speak in English or not. So that is, I think that's just stupid. So just don't think about that. People are going to judge you anyway, so why not you improve yourself and let them do whatever the hell they want to say. Okay, so now we have covered that you have to think in English and you don't have the environment, so you have to create that environment. That is, talk to yourself, think and write. Now there are a few technical things as well. See, for practicing, there are 4 areas in which you have to work on. You have to work on your reading, and then writing, and then listening and speaking. Okay, reading and listening, these are the 2 things in which you have to consume the content. Okay, listening and reading, and also watching anything. If you are watching anything, try to watch as much content as you can in English. Okay, or maybe sometimes you can turn on English subtitles, and even if you're watching something in Hindi, you see the English subtitles, so you know that when he is saying something in Hindi, what does that mean in English. Okay, so that helps you a lot. And if you're watching a movie or anything, there comes a word or a phrase you don't know about, and then you can just go to Google and search that. I once made a copy of the phrases that used to come on sitcoms and everything. I love watching Friends, I love watching The Big Bang Theory, and I have watched them like multiple times, and I used to make notes of those phrases or some words. Okay, I think those are very good shows to just watch in English, because these kinds of shows, they talk about the the daily conversations we have with friends or family, those kinds of things. So I think you can watch those kinds of show. Even if you don't want to watch those kinds of show, you can watch whatever you want in English, but just that you have to do a little bit of work. That is, you have to keep your phone with yourself. I mean, we all keep our phones with ourselves when we are watching something. So you have to just start note down the meaning. Sometimes you can do that in the notes app in your phone or all those kinds of things. Sometimes I used to take screenshots, okay, and you used to just see, and I used to remember all those kinds of things, that in this show I watched this, and yeah, that was the meaning. So this is how I started consuming content in English. Second thing is that listening. Yeah, watch and listen to songs. That is just a passive way of consuming content. I am doing the dishes and I listen to songs all the time. That is a passive kind of thing. And then you start singing those songs in English. That works on your fluency in English. And once you start singing those songs, you will get to know that how fluent you are getting, very slowly, but you will get fluent eventually. It will take 5 months, 6 months. I'm not saying that today you start listening to one song and the other day you are going to get better at English. No, it's not gonna happen like that. But the thing is that if you think that it's not gonna happen, it is going to happen. It will take a lot of time. I didn't like English songs or any kinds of things, but with time you are going to enjoy them. You don't have to take it as a pressure that I have to listen to a song. Imagine listening to a song while thinking I have to listen to a song. You listen to a song because you like some song. So if you don't like pop a lot, just go to some slow kind of songs, all those kinds of things. So yeah, I think you people will figure it out. People are intelligent. Okay, so yeah, the third thing is that you have to write. Writing and thinking, I think, are very, very close to each other. While you're writing, you think a lot, and try to think in English when you are writing something. Journaling is one of the most important ways in which you can improve your English very much. I mean, I have journals and journals and journals with myself. I write journals not every day, but at one point I used to write journals every day, like all the things I have done in the whole day, and anything I had to write which was in my mind, I used to journal it. It helped me a lot, actually. Sometimes we used to get like this holiday homework that you have to write about whatever you did in your holidays or about your vacations or anything. So I developed that habit from there. And then it comes to speaking. Speak with yourself, speak with your friends sometimes. One tip that I'm going to give you, that is like very weird, but if you could do that, I think you should do that. That is like the best way to practice English without getting judged by anyone. Talk to those customer care people. They are really nice to you. No matter how bad at English you are, they are never going to judge you. They are never going to make fun of you. They are going to talk to you, even if it takes like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I have done it a lot. Sorry, Flipkart, I have done it a lot. Like, I would just order something and I didn't even have any problem. I just would call them and I'll be like, this is what I wanted to inquire about, and this and that. Could you please tell me that, and this and that? And I used to like fumble a lot and stammer a lot, but eventually I got the confidence to speak with them, and they used to like speak in fluent English. They are very good at English and everything, those call center people. So I used to do that. I know that's so stupid, but I used to do that. That is like kind of a free practice session that I had, and I kind of like that. And don't be afraid of using these words like or like. I'm not saying that use them a lot, but you can use them even in the initial days when you are starting to just speak in English. You just use them a little bit, and so gradually you are going to eradicate them from your speech as you improve your English. Okay, so don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that judgment. Just start speaking. Once you start speaking, you will just figure it out how to minimize your mistakes. So these were some of the things about practice. Now one thing is that you need to have clarity of thought while you are speaking. So try to speak slowly. Take a few minutes if you have to talk to some professional or anything. For example, when I was in my MA and I used to have to give viva and everything, I was speaking very slow. Now while reading, you can read aloud to improve your fluency, your pronunciation, and also your rate of speech. Speak slowly when you are just starting to speak in English. When I was in MA, I used to stammer a lot because I used to speak really fast, and now I think I do speak very fast. Now you people always comment on my videos that why am I speaking very fast. It's not like that. I mean, I don't know why, because I have watched those English shows or whatever. That is how I have started speaking, and it sometimes becomes really hard for me to speak slowly, and I don't know how, but I have like really controlled myself from speaking very fast. Now I try to speak slowly. Okay, so I think these are the kinds of this is your just preference, the kind of accent you want, the pronunciation and all those things, that you'll figure it out eventually. But first you have to just start speaking English. Okay, and it is okay to make mistakes. That is never going to get away. You are going to make mistakes all the time. Like, for the whole of our lives we make mistakes. So what does it matter if it's just about a language? Okay, so yeah, I think I have covered most of the things that I wrote. I have written in like really bad handwriting, if people can just see. So yeah, I think the best way to start speaking in English is just to start speaking. Just consume content and just start speaking. You are going to make mistakes anyway. So just also, I think that everybody gets different kind of problems when they are speaking English, and some of them are really personal. So if you have any kind of problem that is very specific to you, that is specifically you get when you start speaking in English, so yeah, you can comment that down. Maybe I'll make a video or I'll just reply if it's a very small problem. So yeah, do let me know. And yeah, these were some of the things. Just think, like, if I can speak in English, then anybody can speak in English, because I live in a gaon. Like, it's a really like small village. So I think you people can just do that if you do a little bit of practice and these kinds of things, it's not going to take a lot of time. Like, just give yourself like a month or two, just be consistent with all of these things, listening, speaking, and writing and reading, and you are going to it's a very, very small thing. It's a very small basic skill that you can learn, and it will be worth it. Okay, so yeah, I hope you all find this video useful, and I'm making this video one day before my birthday, so yeah, I'm going to upload this video 8th of August. So yeah, comment down happy birthday. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah, that was the video, and do let me know if there is any query about anything basically, and if you want to talk about anything. And this was another blabbering session, but I think that this is going to be very useful to all of you, to some of you at least. If even one of you gets help from this video, then my work is done. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and if you're new here, then subscribe, like this video, gives it a thumbs up, and comment down. And yeah, that's it for today, and I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.